What's up, guys? I'm Benton, that is White Joe, your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and today, guys, we're talking Yu-Gi-Moto. Stick around. So you guys probably are like, whoa, what is this Reels to Reality that what the heck is this, Ben? And today I'm going to be explaining to you. Basically what this whole segment is all about is I'm going to be talking about a character from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. I kind of wanted to, you guys know I'm a bit of a geek. I watch these kinds of shows. I built a whole channel around one of my favorite superheroes. So, so anyway, guys. The whole point of Reels to Reality is to talk about the characters from the show and talk about what they would play if they were real people. I did do this a long time ago, and I called it like "What would they play?" But I felt like that was too wordy. So Reels to Reality is like a play on words, like from like gag reels to reality, little joke there. So the idea here was to say, okay, well, if these characters were real, what decks would they play? So, and I figured now that my audience is way bigger than when I did this the first time, maybe you guys will enjoy it. So, make sure that if you like this type of video, make sure you put that in the comments below, because I'm just kind of testing the waters type of video. But if you guys think it's interesting, I'll keep doing it. If you guys don't think it's something I should keep doing, comment that below, and I'll go ahead and just toss this one out the water. So anyway, all right, but let's get into it. Let's start with the obvious, right? The obvious one we're gonna start with is Dark Magician. Clearly, Yugi is, and we're talking Yugi, not Atem or the Pharaoh. And if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, why are you here? I know that's a mean joke, but we're starting with the DM anime first. So Dark Magician is kind of Yugi's ace monster, and he has been from season 1 all the way to season 5. And it wouldn't be a list about what we realistically play without Dark Magician. I mean, Yugi is he's very much a control-based player. I know. I actually did some homework, watched a few different episodes from each of the seasons to kind of look at the moves he kind of makes. I made literal. Guys, I literally made, I'm not going to show you this because it's a give away the list, but I literally made notes about what Yugi would, the moves he made to kind of figure out, okay, based on the moves he made, what kind of decks would he play? We obviously start with Dark Magician because Yugi's primarily a control-based player. He does have a little bit of brute force in him, but for the primary thing here, he's a control player. So Dark Magician is going to be a start because that's very much how Dark Magician plays. Now, the next one is probably going to be one that kind of shocks you guys, but if you really look at the anime, it makes a lot of sense. Rockstun is the next one. And the reason why Rockstun actually does make a lot of sense is because some of Yugi's best monsters are rock monsters. Giant Soldier of Stone, Blocken. There's even a few that he played in the anime that haven't even gotten printings yet. There was some like a little Millennium Wall or something like that. It's in season 5. He plays it against Bakura. But the point that I'm trying to make is Rockstun actually does work because there are other things like Block Golem, Block Dragon. Do they not sound like they go with Block Man? You know what I mean? So Rockstun actually does kind of make a little bit of sense. It's very control based. Yugi does like to, counter his opponent when basically, you make moves, now I counter your moves. And then I poke you with a monster or attack you with a heavy hitter. I mean, Rockstun can go either way. The next one is the Endymion deck. Yugi is actually the first character in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh series who's ever played a monster that uses spell counters. Breaker the Dark Magical Warrior is one of the first guys to use it. Now we have a Link version of him called Breaker the Shining Magical Warrior, but you guys get the point. If we look at that, we go, okay, so he has played spell counters before, so it kind of makes sense that if Yugi was a real person, he would play the very new and competitive Endymion version of the deck, which is, let's face it, it's a powerful deck, and it uses an element that Yugi would be familiar with. So, spell counters, I mean, why not, right? Big monsters, lots of negation, lots of control. Your opponent can't do anything unless you want them to do something. Another one is going to be a little bit more off the cuff here. Invoked. Now, the reason why I say that is because obviously it's a very flexible deck. It has a lot of varying decks it can work with. I've seen Invoked to be paired with Psyframes. I've seen it get paired with Mech Knights. I've seen it get paired with Shaddolls. I've seen it get paired with so many decks. So the point that I'm making is I even have one, you guys. I have a Chaos version of the deck. So, you know, the point that I'm getting at is Invoked also works. It's centered around Spellcaster. Its boss monster, Makaba, has a 2500 beat stick, which, let's face it, that's kind of Yugi's number. You know, it goes along with Dark Magician in that same essence. So there you go. That Invoked makes a lot of sense. The next one we have, and the final one on the list, is going to be really out there. But because it has so many variants, I think it works. Phantasm Spirals. Now, the reason I say that is because it's centered around a worm type, but they're, and you know, it's a water attribute, and Yugi's more associated with earth and darkness. But that being said, Yugi is also known to play a lot of normal monsters in his decks. So the idea is like, okay, well, if I was going to play a normal monster strategy and I wanted to win, and I'm very stun heavy, Phantasm Spiral. You've got the dinosaur variant with Megalomasher X. There's worm cards, so you can use the worm monster with 2000 attack. It works with heroes. Elements of Hero Sparkman in particular is the one that they use for that one. And then of course you have the Werewolf Gene Warwolf version, which is basically anything where you have multiple rotas, basically. And I mean, you could also use like things like you know, Unexpected Die if you want to play something a little different, but you get the idea. But it's normal monster powered, it's very much stun heavy, and that's very much Yugi's style, and obviously he likes to play monsters that are really strong right off the bat. Alright guys, so this is what I came up with. This is the top 5 decks that I think Yugi would play if he was a real person. Let me know, like I said at the beginning of the video, let me know if you guys think I should continue to do something like this little series here and there. Also, let me know if you liked it, hit the like button, because I really could use you guys' feedback on this, because I don't normally, I'm more known for YGOPO replays, but I want to kind of throw some of my love for the anime in here too, because I like pretty much all things Yu-Gi-Oh! Really. And that's all I got for you guys. Oh, before I forget, guys, I'm still in a race with Yusei YGO Pro. I am gaining on him, guys. I'm right there. I'm on his tail, guys. If we get to 500 before him, ooh boy, I'm gonna have some bragging rights. So help me out, guys. Oh, and another thing I shouldn't forget to tell you guys is you guys should check out the Team FTK tomorrow. Guys, check out Team FTK channel. I will be over there for my first video as an official member of the team, so make sure you go check that out. You know, I'll give you a hint. One of the decks that is on this list is actually the deck profile that I'm doing for Team FTK. So if you guess it down below, and Jesse and other members of Team FTK, you're not allowed to spoil it. Don't spoil it. But if you guess it right, I'll give you a I'll comment you back with I don't know, I'll comment back at you and let you know you got it right somehow. Anyway, I'm Ben10000YGO. I'm your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!